Okay. Last option here. Go ahead. I'm sorry, say again?
Pick a card.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. You're going to pick a red and a green card. And you got Polania, so you're already on the right color.
Military.
And you're militant, so you're going to click the white token here, and then select militant, and that'll set up your board for you, bud. There you go. All right. Last option here. You can also pay 1 gold to trade. Trade will give you 2 of any one resource that you want, or you can trade it for hearts. For popularity, if you would rather do that. Okay. The secondary option for trade, or down at the bottom, is you can pay food and enlist.
Okay.
Enlisting lets you move these things up to their corresponding one up here on your faction. Okay. When you do that, what that means is that whenever you do the secondary option on the board, not because a card tells you to, it has to be from the board. Whenever you or one of the player to your left or right does the secondary option, you get whatever is showing here. All right, so if I say enlist down here where my move is, every time someone else would do the secondary thing to build, I would then get 1 popularity for free.
Oh.
All right. If you look to the right here where I'm circling now, every player is going to have 2 objective cards. You basically keep the 2 cards, whichever one you complete first. You're only ever able to complete 1, except for 1 faction. I think Saxony are able to complete both of theirs. But whatever one you complete first will net you a star up here. Just because we do have new players and stuff, and we're still getting used to it a little bit, I think instead of doing this thing here, the King of the Hill, I think it doesn't let me move it or anything anyway. So just go with the base rules. The base rules are that the first player to get 6 stars up here wins the game. Or I'm sorry, doesn't win the game, but stops the game. Okay. Over here, if you develop all 6 of your little blocks on your build card, you get a star. For this one, if you build all 4 of your mechs, you get a star. If you build all 4 of your buildings, if you recruit all 4, if you place all 8 of your workers on the map, if you complete your objective, if you win 2 combats, the first 2 you win will get you 2 stars, or get you 1 star each. If you max out your popularity over here on the tracker, or if you max out your military strength at the bottom right of the board, where there's a star there, that'll also net you a star.
Okay.
Okay. Again, any questions so far?
I'm good.
I'm good as well.
Okay. So in order to win the game, you guys have got to have the most money at the end of the game. Okay. The money is the little Koku looking thing. Every player starts with a little bit different, but it should be at the bottom left of your player board. And it says Crimean pieces. Those are extra money that you can place there if you want, if you need it. Okay. Resources, when you would develop or whatnot, you'll see the 4 resource symbols right above your player, and that's basically the pool where you can pull the pieces or put them back to. Okay. The popularity board on the left side here, this is how we're going to judge how many points everyone gets at the end of the game. So the idea is that you want to build your popularity up. It goes up to 3 tiers. We're all on tier 1 right now. So at the end of the game, the thing worth the most points is how many stars or how many objectives you completed. If you're in tier 3, they're worth 5 apiece, 4 apiece, 3 apiece, the further you go down. Next, it'll be territories. Every territory will net you either 2, 3, or 4 coins. And then lastly, it'll go by how many, every pair of 2 resources that you have. All right, but they'll net you the least amount. If you notice here at the bottom as well, it also has structural bonus tile. If you build in a straight line with only the longest line taken. So what that means is if your structures, if you build the 4 structures in a straight line, not like all over the place or cluttered, like if you can manage to build them in a straight line, you'll get bonus points for that. And that's something each of us can achieve. Okay? All right, down at the bottom right, you have the power track. This is your military, your nation's military might. The idea is that if we get into combat with one another, you're able to move up to 7 points, which is why the 7 is circled red. You can maximize that 7 points, and if you also hit H key, if you hit your cards, you can play for every unit, military unit you have there, which is your character or a mech. You can play an additional card. Now the cards will vary in power, the number at the top, and you'll notice at the top right of the board here, they'll show you there's 16 cards that are worth 2 power, 12 cards worth 3, 8 that are worth 4, and 6 that are worth 5. Okay, I think with the expansion, we'll introduce some of them that are worth 0. And the basic idea with combat is that you can move in, you can attack someone, and you guys are basically going to use that little dial thing that you see there, the hidden dial in the square,
Yes.
to choose how many points you want to spend. Again, if you spend points on the wheel, you're going to move your tracker power track down in order to do that. Give me a second. I didn't see this guy just jump in. Slug, are you there? Are you on comms? Sorry, guys. I forgot the password of the room. Slug, are you there?
Yeah.
Do you know how to play?
He's lagging a lot.
He's loading in too.
Yeah.
Is it cool to watch?
Yeah, if you'd like to watch, that's fine. I'm just we're in Discord right now. Chad, so I'm actually talking to them as far as sorry, I'm chatting with them as far as explaining the rules and whatnot.
All right, I'll probably hop in Discord in a minute.
All right. Sorry about that. Military. Okay, so combat. One thing with combat, say if you use combat, right? Say my token here on the map is one of you guys. If you move in an attack, workers take buildings can imply ownership of a territory. Then it's workers. If you have a worker there on someone else's territory with just a building, you own the territory. And then military units, that's your character or mechs, would then take precedence over them. Also, if you move into a territory with your character or with mechs, you have to stop even if they don't have military units, but have workers. The idea is that you have to stop and deal with the workers who will then all move back to the player's starting territory. So you're basically forcing them out of that territory. If they have other characters there, like you can take 2 move actions, you can move 2 units into an area and attack someone else's mech or character or whatnot. You guys would have a combat. Whoever lost the combat, you never lose units. They never get destroyed. They just get sent back to your starting area. Also, if you attack an area where a player has workers and you win the combat, or you just move into an area with workers and no combat units, you lose 1 popularity for every worker that gets sent back to the player's starting area. So keep that in mind. That could kind of hurt you. One key like advantage you do strategy is that you can stack workers on your surrounding borders or areas to keep to prevent people from trying to walk in and take your area or your stuff. All right. All right, he just left. I'm just gonna options server. All right, I got it passworded now. What am I missing here, guys? Okay, mechs. If you guys look down here where my board is again, and everyone's board's a little different. As you build mechs, you're gonna start unlocking powers that your mechs and your character can do. All right. So based on which one you build at which time will unlock what. So the first one here, and everyone's is a little different. You get river walk ability. So for mine, I get to move across rivers to forests and mountains with my character or my mechs once I've unlocked this one. Okay. And that's just for my guys at all times. Seaworthy, I can move to and from lakes and retreat onto adjacent lakes. So my guys are amphibious. They're able to mess around with the water quite a bit. Before combat, if I pay one military power, my opponent gets -2. And then my last one, I permanently unlocked one hex per movement for speed. So if I ever take the move action, once this one's unlocked, I can move 2 separate units up to 2 spaces if I choose to. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. I think that's lastly at this point. You have swim. Workers may move across rivers. That's my specialty that the Nordic guys have. So I don't have to build a tunnel to start expanding. I can move my workers out early if I want to. Each player is going to have a different one for the Navy. So Albion, one of your your faction's power is that after moving your character, you can place a flag token on the territory. They have certain abilities and options that allow them to do funny stuff with the flags.
I think I saw that. It's here. It's because of one of my mechs. Move to any territory where you have a worker or flag token.
Yep, which is ridiculous. You can
Yeah.
plant flag tokens on all over the place, and you're basically opening up your own tunnels everywhere. It's crazy. I have to read as well, but I want to say that let's see, object goal. I have to look up the expansion for it, but I've not played with Albion yet. I want to say that if you are playing Albion, that each of the flags also counts as a territory you control, while no enemies are in that territory, or no enemies are in that territory. You can basically have nothing in that territory, and you still own it as long as you have a flag there.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see. Polania, what do you got, bud? You can pick up 2 encounters. I'm sorry. Your character, if you move them into a territory with these little star tokens, that's an encounter. You remove the token, and then at the bottom here, you'll see there's 38 encounter cards. You pick it up, and you're gonna get 1 of 3 choices to choose from that you get. One's kind of an altruistic, one's middle of the road, and one's kind of a screw over the little people for a bonus to yourself. You get the option. Polania, you get 2 cards instead of 1. So whenever you encounter one of those, you can pick up 2 and choose which one you want to do instead. And then Crimea, yours is retardedly good. Once per turn, you may spend 1 combat card as if it were a resource token. So instead of using your combat cards for combat, you can choose to use them as resources, so you build faster than normal.
Yeah. I like the third mech after the building. I can steal opponent's combat card.
Okay, and then if
It's
you
nice.
guys do need combat cards, if for whatever reason you draw them, they're at the upper right of the deck here. You'll see them. The discard, if you use them, is right below that. You'll place them. Oh, the center of the board. I'm sorry, because I forgot about this. Scythe the Echo.
This is a
that's the
tile.
player card. Believe. No, there's something about the scripting with this. I just can't remember what it was. Ah, never mind. I got it.
Don't we have that here? Oh no, it's different. Okay.
No, there's something here I was screwed up or missing here. Where did the other pieces? They went down here. Okay. There it is. Okay, so this game's awesome in that the guy scripted this card so that we're in player phase 2 right now. Doesn't let you move it because you got to place it here specifically. Okay, so the idea is that this is now set up. It goes off of player turns. If you guys look at the right side of your build thing, it'll show you this little area here. Everyone's different, and then the little number up here at the top right will dictate who goes first. So the lower the number, the better.
Yeah, you have
So I have
number
number 1. I'm gonna be going first, and then it goes clockwise around the table. So how this little sucker works right here is that you can, just to show everyone what you're doing. It also helps if you announce what you're doing, because if people do this stuff here with the recruit tokens, then they can keep track of their own stuff, okay? But you're going to move, produce, trade, bolster. Your secondary options at the bottom of the build card or on the right. And then when you're done your turn, you can click this and turn here, okay? And then it'll automatically send it to the next player. Last thing before we do start, if you guys look at the center of the map, there's the factory. At the end of the game, the factory is actually worth 3 territories instead of 1. It's what we're all kind of fighting over. So 3 of them time, if you're in the 3rd tier popularity and you hold that, that's worth 12 points by itself. Okay. On top
That's
of
a
that,
lot of points.
yeah. On top of that, when you move into the factory, you're gonna get a factory card. I'm gonna draw one here just to show you. Nope, that's not factory. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's the purple ones.
Where are they at? There they are, factory cards. So I'm going to draw one just to show you, and then we'll reshuffle it. When you move in there, you're going to get a factory card. It basically turns into another build option that you put next to your build card here. You can have more than one. All right, and and it basically gives you another option. So for like this one example, you can take this option for the turn. You pay 1 military to gain 3 money, and then secondary option, you can then move 1 unit 2 spaces. Okay.
Okay.
Simple enough, right? There's a bunch of different ones in there. They're all really, really good. All right. Again, any questions before we start?
Not so.
Just one. The airships, what are they used for?
One last thing, we can try this if you want. If you guys don't feel comfortable, like there's still a lot you're trying to absorb, we can play without them. They basically function as transport ships with some special rules to them. Do you guys want to use them or not? It's easy enough. We just move them off and we ignore that they're there.
Fine by me.
All right, go ahead and pull those off then. We'll just try that another day because I want to try to run this at least once or twice a week if you guys are interested in playing. All right, so we'll start then. We'll do that without the airships. Easy enough. All right, so for my first option, what do I have? I have oil and wood. All right, so for my first option, I'm going to produce. It costs me nothing to produce right now, nothing extra to produce because all my meeple are up here at the top. So I'm going to produce one of each type of 2 tiles. I have 1 worker on each of these 2 tiles, so I'll get 1 oil, which goes on that tile. The resources always stay on the tile or with the worker they're with. You can move resources with the worker. But if the resources are on a tile with the worker, you have to have a worker on that tile to spend the resources. So I could move my worker over here and leave the resources, but I can't spend them unless there's a worker there, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
All right, and then wood. So I got my 2 resources, and then my secondary option down here, I can pay 3 metal, which I don't have, of course, to produce, which I'm not going to do. So, all right, I produced, and that's my turn. Nope, hang on. There we go. All right, I just start scripting. So you can also see what the active player's turn is too, because it'll highlight their play mat.
Mm-hmm. So
One
I'm
thing I
seeing,
would go ahead.
I was ask about the icon on the map. So I have a worker on the tile. These icon here, the people.
That's a village. If you produce like I did, that'll give you because you have farmland and you have a village. So if you were to produce, you get 1 food and 1 worker. The worker pulls off of your worker pool over here.
Oh, it gives me 1 worker. Okay.
Yep. When you produce and you produce a village, you get 1 more workers that you can place on that tile.
Okay.
The problem is that the more workers you have out, the more expensive it becomes to produce. Because you're basically paying upkeep for all the mouths you have to feed at that point.
Okay. You were saying?
One word of advice I would give people if you are if it is not your turn, try to play out 2 or 3 turns ahead of time, similar to how you would in chess. This way you can have an idea for what you want to do and it speeds up the game a little bit, all right?
I'm awful at chess.
It's been a while since I played chess.
Same here. I think well, chess isn't hard to learn. It's hard to win. It's
Yeah.
not easy.
Yeah. Okay, so maybe I will put. What do I need now? So I need resources.
If you want different resources than
to move a
what you
worker.
currently have, you could also pay to trade, and that gives you 2 resources of your choice that you have here. So say
Yeah.
you want to start upgrading tiles up here, you need 2 oil to do that. You could pay 1 gold to get 2 resources right now, and
Mhm.
then you basically just you would place them on the tile anywhere where you want on the tile here, and then you could upgrade. You could pay to upgrade next turn when you do the move action. Basically, with the build map thing or the build map that you have, you always have to do the top action. You optional to do the bottom action.
So what I wanted to do, since I'm learning the game, I want to advance to the tunnel and get that territory. So to do that, I would use a worker or my hero or whatever this guy is.
You said you want to try to develop the tunnel?
You can't do that yet because you can't cross rivers.
Oh. So
You have to get the river walk in order to do that.
I need to build a mech first before doing that.
Well,
Okay.
this up here, the river walk doesn't apply to your workers. It's only to your character and your mech, which is what these symbols up here mean.
Mhm.
So
That only applies to the mech and to
workers
your
can
character.
move anywhere?
Workers have to use the tunnel if they want to move off your little starting island area.
So how can I use the tunnel?
These tunnels here, once you build your tunnel, which is this one down here, the yellow tunnel that you have, the mine, that
Okay.
allows you to move your guys from your mine to any of the red hexagons anywhere on the map.
Okay.
And players cannot come through your tunnel. They can you can go back and forth, but they cannot come to your tunnel.
So well, then I will produce food.
All right, so you said you're gonna produce.
To produce any.
Oh, you want to
No,
trade
this is trade. No, this is trading. I want to produce. Produce is.
this one here. How do you do that with the bell thing?
You press tab before clicking, and when you click, yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so produce lets you produce 2 different tiles that you choose up here. So since you have farmland and a village, you would take
And
one of your meeples, one of your workers. You're gonna place that on the village tile.
yeah,
And then farmland, you have the food here, the grain.
just take a.
There you go.
Okay.
All right, and then your second option is you need 3 food, so you can't do that quite yet.
Yeah. Just produce a worker and food then.
Yep, I'm muting for a second, guys.
Okay.
So I end my turn.
Okay, I'll be moving. And I'll move my hero.
2 spaces.
Yeah. And I'll get the token.
Each
2
unit can only
spaces?
move 1 space.
Yeah.
It's 2 separate units, 1 space apiece. Later on, when you build your mech here, the last one on the right should be for speed.
Where does the hero starts off the board, right?
They start on the symbol here, yeah.
So I'll have to move somewhere. Right? Okay, so move. Okay, I'm moving here. And I'm done.
Okay, I'll move too. This guy will go up here, and my character will go there.
Alright, I am going to trade. So I have to pay 1 gold. So I get 2 trade units of my choice. I'm going to take 2 wood. And that's it for me.
So correct me if I'm wrong. I'm wrong. I'll put a worker on this tile.
If you move,
Yes, I'm moving.
okay. So you move the worker on that tile, and then you can move 1 other unit 1 space.
My leader.
Okay.
So that's a turn.
Okay. I'll produce. I can place my worker anywhere.
It would have to go on the tile that it produced from. From there, you can start moving them out.
I'll produce 2. So it's a worker and 1 metal.
Okay. I'm gonna move. Okay. And then I'm also gonna spend 3 wood. To build. And I'm gonna build my mill in the oil field here. Alright. Did I explain? I'm sorry. Did I explain how the mill works?
No.
I'm sorry. In order to build a building, you have to have your character or a worker on that location. The mill itself works is that you do not have to have a worker to develop that tile. So if I don't have my character or I'm sorry, if I don't have a worker there from now on, like say it's just there by itself, every time I could produce, I could also produce 1 oil there. So if I also have a worker and the mill there, it would actually produce 2 oil. The more workers you have in a tile when you produce that tile, the more resource you get.
Okay. So I want to trade them. So I need oil. So the trading it's to pay 1 gold for 2 oil.
2 resources of anything of your choice.
Okay. 1, 2 oil. Do you have to place the oil
Yes.
in the map?
Yep. It doesn't have to go on any particular tile as long as it's a tile that you have something on.
Okay, can't be this one. And I must throw away a coin. And I can do anything else.
If you had enough wood, you could build.
No, I don't have any wood, so it's done.
Okay, so I'm moving.
I'll move too.
Did you hang on? Did you move last turn?
No. Last
Okay.
turn I produced.
Okay. I apologize for not getting this before. You cannot do the same action on your build thing more than once at a time. I think the only ones that can are the Rustfiats.
Okay.
Oh, I'm again.
Sorry about that, guys.
No problem. So the mine costs 2 oil, right?
The what?
What did it say? The mine.
No,
That's
it
an
costs
upgrade.
wood.
No, to do a building like the mine, you need to build it, which is the build action. Just like I did with the mill, you would have to do it for the oil to upgrade the oil upgrades.
Oh.
If you wanted to take it back, dude, I understand everyone's learning here.
Yeah, I thought I would need the oil to
No.
build the
The oil down at the
tunnels.
bottom here lets you upgrade, which are the small blocks, the technology cubes.
Okay.
If you do down here with the metal, that lets you build a mech. The wood lets you build a building. And then the enlistment lets you take the recruit tokens, the circular ones at the bottom of the build map.
Okay, then I just need to change the oil for the wood so I can build the tunnel.
Not a problem.
Okay. Can I do the same action? Trading?
No,
So I
you
can
wouldn't
get.
be able to repeat it.
Okay. So can I do? So I have an encounter here in this little place. For this to trigger, I have to have a leader there.
Yes, leaders trigger the encounters.
Okay, then I have to use my movement to go there.
Yep. All right. So you pull the encounter token.
The green ones. Token or cards? Cards.
All right. So you get one of these three options then.
Gain 2 gold and 1 popularity. Pay 2 to gain a worker and 2 resources. Pay 2 popularity to build 1 structure.
That's
Oh.
actually really good.
Yeah.
How much do you want people to hate you, basically?
I will gaining that back up in no time. I don't know, maybe.
All I have to
so,
do is
okay.
I can get popularity. All I have to do is pay people enough.
Yeah, just throw away money. Okay, I'm going to spend 2 popularity and build a structure.
Okay.
Build the tunnel that I wanted.
Yep. All right. So you paid two popularity on the track. So you
Yeah.
started 2.
Yeah, it's go to 0.
There you go.
Nobody likes me. Real life happening. And then I can place the
Structure. It'd have to go on a space that one of your characters currently have a worker, or your character.
Okay.
All three of the tiles that you're occupying though have either one of those, so it's not a problem.
Okay. Now I was thinking about other thing, but yeah, this is good as well. So, what do I gain? So I can get What did you got? Mill. I
Yeah.
don't have.
If you wanted to, and then that way you can move one of your workers, but then you can't go any further. You can't go anywhere with your workers or your leader though without a tunnel at this point.
Yeah, I was thinking about building the tunnel, but since this have to be a structure in the place that I have workers or the leaders, that's not going to happen.
Well, it has to go there anyways.
Oh, that's the mill. I wasn't seeing the mill. Okay, I will build them. Can I build a monument?
If you want to. And then every time that you bolster to get more military might, you're also going to get 1 popularity as well.
Okay, I'm building the mill. Where to?
That's the monument.
The monument.
Okay.
Sorry. I could be in the village. So that's my turn.
Okay, I will be producing. And I'll build a tunnel. I'll also earn 1 gold.
Okay, so if you guys allow it, I completely forgot about this encounter last turn. And I take the card now and do it now.
No, that's yeah. Go ahead. I'm sorry. We're all learning.
Okay, so gain 2 money and 1 popularity. Pay 2 to gain 4 food, or pay 2 to build 1 structure. So it's quite similar. Hmm.
Feed the geese to your animal.
Yeah, I think I'll do that. Hey, I have some popularity to spare. At least more than our friend.
Hang on. You're the green tile, bud.
Oh yeah, sorry.
You're good.
And I'll build a mill over here.
Okay.
You're
But
killing
if you did that, it will help a lot.
the geese
Okay.
and blaming me for it.
Mm-hmm. And as my action, I'll produce. So I'll produce 2 metal,
I'm not moving my dog.
and I'm producing another worker. And from now on, I'll have to pay 1
Military.
military power to produce, correct?
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna produce as well. So I get a worker. I get an oil. And I get a wood. I don't have any metal, so I can't build a mech. It's the end of my turn.
Okay. I'm going to trade. I'm gonna get 2 wood. Tile. Waste a coin. Mm, It doesn't matter anyway, so I'm done.
Okay, I will be moving. And I'm gonna move this one here. So I'll do the two first ones. The pet the reindeer and flirt with the locals at the refinery. Stock up on oil for the journey ahead, so I gain no money, but I get 4 oil and 1 popularity.
Hang on, what? No. I'm sorry. With your ability, you don't pick 2 options on 1 card. You pick 2 cards and choose which one you're going to play. Do you get a second one of these cards here?
But that's not what it says here.
Pick up 2 options
Oh,
per
okay.
encounter
You're
card.
right. I'm sorry.
That's
I
fucking
misunderstood
OP.
that. Yeah, it is. That's ridiculous.
What the fuck?
Because you basically get both the first options for free. You gain 1 popularity and 4 oil.
Damn.
That is really, really good. I got your popularity, bud. How much was it? 4 popularity?
No, just 1. 4 oil.
That's ridiculous.
That would be ridiculous if it was for popularity.
Yeah, I know.
Where's the discard for this?
You can just keep it next to yourself here.
Oh, okay.
I kept mine.
So I'm gonna move. I can only move 1 now. Okay.
Okay, I am going to move 2. I'll move one of these guys in here. And what happens if I move to a place where there's a worker?
You lose 1 popularity and my guy goes home.
You lose 1 popularity per every worker that you force home, and then his guys have to go back to the start tile.
Okay. I'll do it anyways.
Keep in mind too, every time you move your character, you're allowed to place a flag in that territory when they leave the territory.
Yeah. So
Or on the territory when they move in.
Yeah, I'll leave 1 there just so that I can go back later on. And that is the end of my turn.
Alright, I'm gonna move as well. I'll move here. We'll do this token. Alright, salvage ammo from a secret underground facility. I gain 2 power and 1 popularity. I can pay 2 to gain 4 power, or pay 2 popularity to gain 1 upgrade, and any 2 resources.
Ooh.
Damn. I think I'm gonna pay the popularity. Like if it was just one thing, I would do it. I wouldn't do it, but the 2 resources too. I can't ignore that. That's too good.
It's too.
So I move down to 0.
No.
Everyone hates us.
Nobody likes us.
Who's gonna throw the first rock?
I get 1 upgrade, which I will upgrade my produce, and now I develop 4 different tiles now.
Ooh.
And I'll actually put that into my mech down here, so it's cheaper to build mechs. And then I gain 2 resources. So I think I'm actually going to gain 2 metal. And then second character I'm going to move is a worker, and I'll move him here. And that's my turn.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build my tunnel. It can be
Build. You have to do the trade action first there, bud. So it costs you 1 gold, and you do the top one first, and then the optional is the bottom. So if you want to build the tunnel,
I have to pay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you do the trade action last turn?
I did. Oh, I did to get
You'd
the
have
wood.
to wait. Yeah,
So
you'd
I have to
a turn.
wait. Damn. So this comes home.
Well, hang on. Do you have wood? No, you have food.
I have
coal.
the wood necessary to build it.
Gotcha. So you just need the option to get back there.
Yeah. So what I can do? So the workers can go through water.
No.
No, mine can.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's my special ability for the Nordic people.
yeah. Okay. So I'm going to produce. Yeah, I'm going to produce.
Okay.
So
And then
I
you get to produce 2 tiles.
Food and metal.
Okay.
One of each. And I'm done.
Okay, I'm going to bolster. Gonna pay 1.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna upgrade. Gain 2
Something's
power.
about to go down.
And I'll upgrade.
Nope, hang on. If you upgrade, the blocks move down, not up.
Yeah, I know.
And it doesn't have to be that one. You could choose any of these technology cubes up here. It doesn't have to be the first one. Building them. Yeah, I can't wait. I build mine for 2 once I get my second one upgraded.
Alright, so I think I'll produce this turn again. So I can produce 2 metal. No,
Did you
I
produce
moved last
last turn?
turn. I moved.
Okay, that's right.
So 2 metal over here and this and another worker. And I could... No, I can't. I don't have wood.
When you produce, do you pay the military again?
I'll move that right now. Okay.
I'm gonna produce as well then. Third one is oil, and then wood. I'm then going to spend the 2 metal to build a mech. So I gain 2 gold for that. And across rivers to forests and mountains. I think I'm gonna do the river walk. Alright, that's my turn. I actually want to see how they deploy because I don't remember how that works.
So now I will build. Just a coin. Use all my wood. And build my mine. Okay.
I'm gonna be trading. Pay 1 coin for 2 metal.
Do you guys
And I-
mind if I change something?
Not at all.
No.
Sorry. When you deploy your mech, you're allowed to deploy them in any space where you actually have a worker. I'm going to deploy mine right here.
Okay.
My faction doesn't gain nothing for building stuff. Surface. Okay.
Sorry, I'm taking a bit long.
It's okay.
I will move this turn.
For sure,
This guy,
you won't be thinking longer than me.
this guy, and since I don't have the oil yet, I won't be able to do much, but I'm good.
I'm going to bolster and upgrade as well. So bolster, I go up 2 military. And then upgrade, I get 3 gold. And upgrade, I'm going to place the upgrade token. I'm just trying to decide which one to do.
Okay.
Completely different. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to do the move action. What's the move one? It's this one. Okay. And I'm going to put this worker on this tile. And the other one. That guy will stay here. I'll just move my leader here, and I'm done.
Okay, I'm producing.
Wait, my move action says 2 movements, and you're right.
And I'll build.
Okay.
And I'll deploy a mech.
Alright, you guys are putting mechs on the table now. I was reading up on this. When you move a mech, I believe, let me double check again, but you can carry up to 2 workers with the mech. So say you take a move action, you can move 2 units, one apiece. Or you can move yours to, whenever you move now, you can move 2, where's your move action? You can move up to 3 units now, two spaces apiece now. Instead of moving workers along with them, if you wanted to, you could pick up the 2 workers with the mech, and it would count as 1 unit moving up to 2 spaces now, and carry them along with the mech. That this way you can get more pieces around on the table. You understand?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Okay. This turn I will produce, and I'll get 1 oil, 2 metal, and 1 grain. I don't have any wood, so I can't build.
Notice it costs you the 1 military to do that.
Yeah. I'm almost at 0.
I'm gonna move.
Mm.
So I'll move. There's 1, 2, and since I have Riverwalk, I'm gonna move here for 3. And that's it for me.
Okay, I'm going to produce. Yeah, it's this one. It's gonna be oil and food.
So, do I have to? I have a tunnel, so I spend one move to move to another tunnel.
You have a tunnel, so okay, so your guys are on the same space as the tunnel. So if you wanted to move them next turn, since your units have two speed, you could move starting or next time you're able to move. They can move from this tunnel to any red hex on the map. It's
And
not
that
this one here.
that
just any red
counts, but that counts as a move action.
Yes, to that one space, and then they can move one more space.
Okay, so I'm going to move. And I'll move. 1, 2. So I'll be taking this oil.
The oil stays on the space,
Yeah, the worker goes home.
but the worker would go home and you lose 1 popularity.
And then I'm gonna move 1, 2.
Okay, so mechs can transport any number of resource tokens and workers. They can't transport the character.
So could he drop the character in that tile? And then that character can move the 2 spaces after?
Yes, because it's considered that
Ooh.
it was considered that the mech carried them, and there's no limit. You can carry as many resources or workers on a mech as you want. But if, like in this case, you just moved your mech into that space, so next turn, if you wanted to move the mech off to another space, he could carry the oil with him if he wanted to. And Albion, you lose your worker there. He's going to go back to your home tile. Start the symbol here, bud.
Okay. How do I deploy them later on?
From that point, when you take a move action, he could then move into one of the tiles, one of these 2 tiles here.
Alright, so this turn I'll be able to move, which I've been waiting for. So I get to the factory,
Yep.
which means I'll take 1 factory card and place
So you can
it
pay.
here.
Yep, you pay 1 military card, one of your stat cards, and you gain.
1 worker and 2 coins on a mech, and I'll be able to move 1 unit 2 tiles, if I understand this correctly.
Yes, on a mech you would produce 1 worker and 2 gold, and you get to move 1 unit 2 spaces.
Okay, that's pretty cool. And I'll be able to make another movement, and it will be this. Plus, I have no access to the oil, right? Because I have no worker in there.
No. Technically, you don't own that tile anymore. He does, since he has a controlling unit there, and he has that resource as long as he keeps a unit there to use it.
What about this flag here? Doesn't own the flag.
The flag is just mine. It's kind of my power. I'll be
As
able
far
to
as
move there.
Yeah, he can move there if he wants. It doesn't actually. He controls the space as long as there's no enemy token there. It can't be removed, and he has the option to move units
But
there.
my unit's over here.
So I don't control it, but I can move there.
Okay.
Spacers are controlled. There's like things that trump other things. If you have a building on a space and there's nothing else there, the building gives you control of the tile. If you have workers there, the workers would trump any buildings. And what else? I'm sorry. Military units would trump any workers or buildings. So his flags are basically like buildings, but they also allow him to move his character units to the flags at any time from any space.
Okay, so you know what? Instead I'll move this guy up here, and that is my turn.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna pay 1 gold to produce 2 different things. So I'm gonna produce.
Oh yeah. Regarding the what's this called? These missions or wherever. I have completed the first one. Do I get a star?
The
I have.
technological breakthrough.
Yeah, I have the factory card and 0 upgrades.
0 upgrades. Oh, that's the upgrades up here. Yeah, so you get that. You would move your star over here on the bird with the envelope.
Yeah.
And that's 1 point towards the end. You need 5 more to end the game.
And the other one, do I need to do it?
Nope. At that point, they're basically both dead cards. You can return them back to the pile over here.
Okay, I'll keep them flipped down.
What was I doing? I was paying. So I paid the gold. I get 2 resources. I picked 1 metal, and I'm also picking. Metal. I'm also gonna pick 1 farm. And that's it for me.
So I'm going to. I'm going to gain 1 gold. This is an action.
I'm going to bolster.
Oh.
I am going to pay. So what I'll do is I'll pay 1 gold. I'll raise my
You're doing trade?
yeah. I'm trading, and I'll be able to get a mech. So I'll take 4 metal from here, and I'll get this guy up here.
Okay. So for now on, before combat, you are defending. You gain 2 military in that combat
Yeah.
in which you're defending. All right, I'm going to produce. So it cost me 1 military to do so. see, I get one. Where's the third one? 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, and then I'm also gonna spend my metal to build a second mech. Wood and metal. All right, that's my turn. I also get 2 gold.
So, I'm going to upgrade my what is it called? The production, yeah. So I'm going to use my grain. It's 3. And then I move the technology cube from the top to the bottom.
Yes, you can choose which one you want to move and where you want to put it.
Any of
Any
these
one from the top and
technology.
move it any space on the bottom that's checkered.
Oh. Okay.
So for you, it actually gets really cheap to deploy mechs after you've upgraded your factories 3 times down here. You can deploy them for 1 if you want after it's been upgraded, or you can enlist pretty cheap too.
At the moment I don't have wood, so I'm going to upgrade the upgrade of the production keys and
Okay, so I am going to move. Here, and then I'm moving here and attacking.
Did you
So
move
you're
last
taking
turn?
my oil and my.
Yeah, I took everything.
action.
Where'd the grain come from?
It took it from here and the oil from there.
Okay, now heads up before you do this. If you move into here, you guys will be fighting.
Yeah.
If you lose, or if you win, you're gonna lose 3 popularity. But if you lose, oh no, I'm sorry, you're gonna lose 2 popularity. But if you lose, your mech's going home, and all the resources stay in that tile.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay. All right, so you guys each have 1 military unit there, so each of you have 1 mech. Green is defending, so you automatically will have 2 to whatever your total is for military.
Yeah.
And you guys can each play 1 card along with your dial. So in this square box here that's hidden, you choose how many military power you want to use that off your track here. So white you can use up to 6, green you can use 1. Plus 1 card each.
I'm ready.
All right, click your button that reveals it.
Okay, so I lose 2 popularity.
Oh shit.
Military would go to 0 for Polonia.
And I'm deploying a mech.
gonna have to come over and help Green. You're just picking on him now. The resources would stay. Oh, you're spending them. Okay, I got you.
Oh, where does my mech get deployed?
Anywhere where you currently have a worker. So you have you have 2 of your workers here. You can deploy it there.
Okay. The building, the mill stays.
Yeah, the buildings don't move. They once placed, they stay where they're at.
So, I'll
So-
be done.
So how did he gain the second back?
He had metal here in this area, so he moved in during his move action. They had combat, and since he was able to take over the territory, he gained the resources in the territory, and then used the 2 of the 3 metal that was here in order to produce a second mech.
He doesn't have to pay the gold to produce it.
Doesn't cost
No,
gold.
he gains 3 gold when he produces.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so
Yeah, same thing with me. I get 3 gold when I produce a mech. So for me,
Yeah, me as
to
well.
build a mech, I can actually. Where's mine? For me up here, I can actually produce and get money for doing it too.
I have two, the same. So,
okay,
yeah, okay.
I'll bolster this turn.
Okay.
So this means that if I upgrade on mine, I get a gold in my card.
Yeah,
Let me see.
Yeah, I
gain
didn't get the
1,
gold.
gain 3, gain 2.
Yeah,
Depending on
I
which
did.
one you do down here, yes. If you upgrade though, you do get. If you didn't get your gold, go ahead and take it.
Yeah, that's what I was asking because I wasn't on this title to upgrade,
Yeah.
so it's
If it's
everything that I upgrade. Okay, then.
if the symbol, basically to keep it easy, if the symbol on the build map is green or has green behind it, then you gain that. If it's red,
Okay.
you lose that or have to pay it. All right. I completely forgot what I was doing here. Oh, never mind. All right, I'm gonna move, and I'm also planning on building. So movement, Albion. I really hate to do this to you, buddy, but first off, I'll move the worker over here. So that's 1. He moved 2 spaces. See, I can't move except for the metal and wood, right? Yeah,
Quick
metal and wood.
question. If
Yeah.
someone gets control of the factory, do I lose my card?
No, once you have your card, you have your card.
Okay, so it's okay. I have what I needed.
1 and screw it, 2.
So I get to play 1 card and I get +2 on defensive bonus.
Yes, and you have 3 power, so you can use up to 3 power if you want.
Okay.
I have 2 units there, so I can play 2 cards. Oh, so if you're gonna play cards, put them into this hidden area
Yeah,
so
yeah,
that
yeah.
when we reveal, yeah.
It's already done. Okay, I am ready.
How much power do I have?
You have
5.
5.
Yeah, 5, the same as me.
All right, I'm good. You ready?
Yeah,
All right. So I got 7,
and I get 2.
and you got 2. I figured you
Yeah.
weren't gonna spend much there. All right,
Yeah.
so he would go back home.
Okay.
I get a factory card. Let's see. So I have to pay 1 of any
That's
resource
so fucking
What? That's
to
OP.
gain
That's
mill
so
type. Wow, that's really good.
Yeah.
Oh,
I like
card
it.
is floating. Oh, okay.
I wasn't exactly sure if I was really gonna like the factory cards and all, but that's actually pretty good. All right, and then my second action is the build. I'm gonna build. You know, screw it. I build a mine. That takes my 3 wood. All right, that's my turn.
So I'm going to buy oil. Put it in. And I'm done.
Okay, I'll be trading. I'm gonna buy 2 metal. And I'm going to enlist. And I'm gonna select the the deploy makes on different things. Yes, they do. Yeah, on deploy. And
All right, so I will trade this turn.
Okay.
And I'll get 2 oil. That's it.
Okay, I'm gonna trade as well. And I'll also be enlisting. So I'm paying 1 gold. I get 1 food. And I'm gonna get 1 metal. I'm then gonna spend the 4 food to enlist. I'm gonna put it on the 2 military. So up here, when you recruit guys, you can choose which one you want to pull it from. So now every time either the yellow player or the green player does their deploy action for the mechs, I get 1 gold.
Okay.
Either when they or myself does that, I get 1 gold. On top of that, you can place it anywhere up here that you want, and when you do, you immediately get what you placed it on. So for me, I placed it on 2 military. I get 2 power now. And I spent 4 before in the combat, so I should be down to 1 plus 2 from this is 3.
So where did it says how much we have to spend to enlist?
Down here.
Oh, that's the enlistment.
Yep. For
payment.
me, I had to
Okay.
spend 4 food to do it, so I just did that for the first time.
Okay.
Okay. That's my turn.
Oh. Okay. Let's change stuff. Okay, I'm going to produce, and I can produce from 3 places at the same time. I'm going
Yes.
to
3
produce
places can produce 1 apiece, or 3 tiles produce.
a worker, a metal, and 1 grain.
You can't produce the grain. You gotta have a worker in the tile.
I don't have one? Oh, I
Nope.
don't. Oh,
So you could do the oil up here. You have
Yeah.
that one.
I have to do the oil. I thought I have one there. Okay, it's fine. It's done.
Did you want to do? Oh, I see why you're trying to do the food. Okay, that makes sense.
So last turn, last turn. Yeah, last turn it raises. Now I'm gonna move.
Question, can we move the resources from the tile to another tile?
Yes, you can move them with a mech.
Not with the worker, neither with the leader.
Let me double check, but I don't think so.
And it has to be on a move action.
Has to be on move action, yeah.
Okay.
Units may pick up and drop off any number of resource tokens during a move action. So yes, you can move as much resources as you want with a worker when they move.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll get an encounter token. I can go fishing with the soldiers by posing as a local. I gain 2 food and 1 popularity. I can pay $4 to deploy a mech, or I can pay 2 popularity to gain 2 food and 2 metal. Huh. Okay, I'm gonna do the 2.
4 gold for a mech seems like it's a really good deal.
Yeah. Gain 2 food, 1 popularity, and pay 4 to deploy mech. Two food. One popularity. And I'm going to deploy my last mech.
Is that your last mech?
Yeah.
Alright, so that deploys then. You get your first star will be right here on the second column for deploying all 4 of your mechs.
And I... let's see. Where's my thing? Oh. It's over here. I didn't move it. So I complete this objective. Hedge your bets.
Hmm.
gives me another star. Oh, and I gained 1 star for winning a fight, right?
Yes. Sorry. So do I. Thank you. I've not been keeping track of this up here so well. How many fights? You've had 2 fights though, haven't you?
I think it was just the one. It was just one.
You
Yeah.
fought him here and then you fought him here? Or no, down here? The
No,
No, down there was just.
Just one.
He moved to the factory.
That's
Okay.
right.
So I moved, deployed. I don't get the enlistment
Did
because
you
I.
complete your objective?
Yeah.
What was the objective?
Have at least 1 upgrade, 1 mech, 1 structure, 1 recruit, and 1 of each resource at the end of your turn.
Oh, down here. I'm sorry. I missed it. Alright. Well, that's half the game right there, guys.
Okay, so yeah, that's everything for me. I think
Alright.
I'm forgetting something. I don't know what.
I'll be moving to begin with.
I'm seeing that the people in the north are really fightful. They
And
really like to wage for wars.
I'll pay the oil to get 1 upgrade and get 1 gold. That's it for me.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna produce. Get 1 oil. Actually, I got 2 more. I'm gonna do 2 wood. I got 1 here and 1 up here. And then I'm also gonna do the second ability again and build a. So when I build a mech, I get 3 gold. Or sorry, deploy a mech. Yeah, we'll deploy him here. And that's my turn.
Okay, moving. That's my token. I'm moving my worker from this tile and move
I
the
gotta get
resources with
that
it. Moving his worker from here as well. Yeah, it's my movement. I'm done.
Okay, so I will be producing. And I'll be producing. It's 2 on each square, or I suddenly forgot.
I'm sorry, say again?
I produce 2 on each. Oh, never mind. 1 grain.
If you were to produce here, you would get 2, yeah.
Good, and I am building something.
Wait, we can do an action and upgrade something if we have the resources?
If you,
Every.
if you do the top,
Yeah, but they are different. I deploy on a move, you might deploy on a different action. because factions are all different.
That's why they have you draw it randomly. For you, you produce and build. For me, I move and build.
Okay, so what
He also produces and builds. It depends on what type of industry you have. For him, he trades and builds.
what am I gonna place? Yeah, sure. Do I need to have a worker there? Or can I place if I have a military unit?
What's up?
Over
It
here.
has to be a worker.
Oh, it has to be a worker.
Yeah, it has to be where a worker's at. I mean, if you're trying to go for the straight line, this would be a straight line through here. Oh.
I feel like I'm forgetting lots of stuff.
Not bad question,
It's
Jeff.
like no, I'm sure I didn't get the three coins from deploying.
I feel like not doing anything.
Okay, so I
Should I
will
feel?
produce.
Um, I'm gonna trade. So I'll pay 1 gold. I'm gonna take a oil and I'll take a wood. And I don't have any food or nothing, so I can't do anything else.
Lots of oil. Oh, okay. So I'm going to trade. I'm gonna pay gold. I'm gonna get 2 metal. And I'm going to build my first mech.
You built a mech?
Yeah.
And
Standing.
because you've built a mech, I'll win a coin.
So do I. I love my neighbors.
I love my neighbors. They are very nice.
1, 2, 3. Not enough.
So whenever both of them deploy a mech, we get money.
Can I upgrade? Yeah, I can build and trade, right?
You'd have to take the first action first. So if you're planning on deploying, you'd have to pay and do the bolster first. So if you pay the 1 gold, you would bolster. You get either one.
I can do what I wanted to do. So yeah, so I have to have the mech. Okay.
Oh,
You'd either get 2 military power or 1 combat card, and you'd also get 1 popularity since you built your monument.
Yeah.
And then you could pay 4 metal to build a mech and get 3 gold.
Get my 3.
we have to return our gold.
So I have
No,
to return
he still
1
built.
gold
Ah, okay.
because I didn't waste. No, I need to pay, so I'm right. I need to get 3 from building a mech. And then pick between bolstering.
You get
Or
2
getting,
military or 1 combat card. And you
a
also get 1
combat card.
popularity.
And the
Look at
combat
that.
card is this one.
So you
Ooh,
took the 1 card? Alright.
yes.
It's not smart. I mean, if you want to stack up a bunch of units and rush someone, you could drop a whole lot of hate on them if you got the power.
Mm. Okay, so that's everything. So this was deployment, right? Yeah.
Okay, so now I will be moving. I'm gonna move my leader to the lake because I have submerged.
Move to and from lakes and move from any lake to another. Oh my god.
And
Busted.
and I am getting out here. I'll take the encounter token. So, point the traveling convoy to the right direction. I gain 2 gold in the popularity. Ask the mechs to blow a hole in the mountainside. I pay 2 to gain 4 metal. Steer the stranger away, of course, giving him no other choice but to join your troop. Okay, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna pay 2 popularity to enlist. And I'm also going to gain 2 gold and 1 popularity.
I have to ask these anyway.
Okay, what am I gonna enlist?
I have an objective that I need 6 tokens on a single tile. It has to be at the end of my turn, or
Okay.
it's just by movement, because I'm 1 away to
You have it now.
do the objective. I have it now. What?
Yeah. 6 tokens. That counts for resources too.
What?
You have more
Resources
than
too?
enough there. Yeah, resources are tokens.
It says character, workers, mechs, and structures.
Let me see.
Foundations of the Empire. It's this one. Here.
Nope, I see it. Have at least 6 of your tokens, i.e. character, worker, mechs, and structures.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry about that.
Because I need 1 more, so in my movement I can just use this guy here and put it here. And the
If you
objective
want
is
to.
done,
Yep. At the end of your
Okay.
turn, if nothing else moves off of there.
but I still have 1 movement.
You
Okay,
can move the other worker if you wanted to.
Okay, not the ones there. So what I wanted to do is this: worker stays in a tile, objective done, and then I move my character to other place. That's not possible.
No,
It has to
because
be at the
it's
end
a
of my turn.
end of turn. You gain credit for it if everything's there.
Okay, I don't know if I already gained 2 gold, but I think I did. And so now I'm gonna move 2 other units. Move 1 here. God damn these oil barrels. They're sneaky. And I'll move 1 mech. With 1 worker here. And I think I am done.
That's cool. So I will pay 1 gold. I'll get 2 oil over here, and I'll take this metal and get a mech.
Yay! Free money.
Money!
All right. You know what? No, we're gonna do that. I'm gonna move and build. So 3 units can move up to 2.
Oh, okay. So mine
Gonna move
is
leader
moving
over there.
and upgrading. So I could have done this already. It's a fact. Okay.
Actually, no. Here's here. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. And then my building unit, we're gonna build. You build a monument, and I get 1 gold for building.
That sucks.
That's my turn.
Okay, I'm moving. This worker to here.
This submerged thing is like brutal.
Can I just move one character? One token? I don't need to move anything else.
No,
I have
you
to.
don't have to move if you don't want to. You take the
Okay.
option.
So I'm
But you
moving just
moved
this
last
guy.
turn.
No,
Oh no, you didn't. Never mind. Sorry.
I recruited. No, I deployed the mech.
Yep.
So this objective is done. I'm not moving.
Okay, so you take a star and you're gonna place it up here.
My only star. At least I can say, hey, I found a star. And I can upgrade. Right. I have to pay 2 oil.
Yep, you have
upgrade.
to pay 2 oil, and then you can upgrade and also gain 1 gold.
Give me that gold and 2 oil. Could have done this other times. So I'm taking one from here.
Oh, I never did take my wood for building. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, I'm passing turn. I can move my cubes with my when some other person is playing, right?
Yeah.
Just don't waste. For people, don't waste time.
Okay, I'm going to be producing. Yeah, I'm producing. So produce 2 workers. And I'm going to produce 1 oil. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, I'll be moving this turn. 1, 2, and I'll also make an upgrade. That's it.
Okay, I'm gonna bolster and upgrade as well. It cost me 1 to bolster as well, though, so 2 military and 1 popularity. Yeah, I see we gave less than a shit about the actual people we're trying to govern. I'm sorry, your opinion doesn't matter, you're peasants.
Okay, I'm to trade. Spend coin. But I want resources, so I can pass my turn.
Okay, so I'm going to move, I think. Here. I'm gonna move into the lake. And I'm gonna be exiting on this lake. So this mech of mine is gonna move here. The worker in the oil. And this mech is gonna get 3 workers. 3 workers and 1. No. 1 worker. God damn it.
Alright, I'm gonna bolster too. I'll get 2 cards. And that's it.
Alright, I'm gonna produce. Get 1, 2 workers. Cost me 1 popularity and 1 military. Let's see, so I got 2 workers. 1, 2 wood. 1 metal, and then 1 oil. And then I'm going to spend the 1 metal, deploy my last mech. And we'll put the last mech here. And that'll give me 3 gold. That's my turn.
Can a mech carry the leader?
Nope.
Going to be what?
If the mech can carry the leader.
No. No, the leader can't be transported or carried by anything.
Okay, I'm moving 3 guys in my turn. So this is going to be a movement. So I'm moving one worker here and here. This worker to that place as well. I'm moving my mech here. And I'm going to upgrade. Again. Select this movement and
Okay, I'm going to trade. And I trade, I'm gonna get into wood. And I'm gonna enlist. And I'm going to enlist, gain 2 gold. Enlist for recruiting. And I'm gonna get into popularity.
Okay, so for the first time this game, I'm gonna use my factory card. I'll pay 1 card.
Okay.
So for the discard pile, I will get a worker on a tile with a mech. I'll get 2 gold, and I can move 1 unit up to 2 tiles. And I'm gonna move this mech over here.
Oh,
ooh, the counter.
he's coming back now.
It's on.
No, it's not.
I'm ready.
You ready?
Yeah.
How much can I spend? Two.
Yep. White can spend 2, green can spend 2. And then you guys each have 1 unit, so each of you can play 1 military card.
Yep.
Make sure the card that you're going to play, if you are going to play a card, it goes in with the dial and the hidden space there.
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that makes I got 4 plus 2 equals 6.
I got nothing.
Okay.
He dumped a 0 card.
Doesn't care.
So green player wins 1 combat.
And you gain 1 star.
So that's it for my turn. Factory card.
All right, I'm going to move and build. So I'll move 1, 2. And I'll move him here for the movement. Do the encounter.
You son of a bitch.
Sorry. I wanted to get at least 2 this turn. The last time I played this game, I only got like 1 card. That was it the whole time. Arm wrestle at a brute at the local tavern to gain 2 power and 1 popularity. But buy everyone a round of drinks, pay 2 to gain 3 popularity, or start a fight and sneak away with the keys to the tavern. I'm actually planning to build my last structure, so the dick move at the bottom is not really going to serve me well. I think I'm going to take the arm wrestling. So I'll gain 2 popularity and 1 power from it.
You're no longer hated.
Yeah. People actually have something of an opinion of me. One guy out there is like, "You're my hero." All right. And then build. I'm gonna put my final building up, and we'll put that in the farmland here. Actually, yeah, because you can't build more than one in one spot. So I'll put that up here. Then I've also got all 4 of my buildings built. And that's my turn. Oh, I get a gold for building too.
Okay, I'm going to put this and waste power. I'm going to get 2 wood. Oh no, it's which tile? And metal. What else can I do? I can't do anything else.
Okay, so I am going to move. Can we get out of the lake? Get the encounter token. So I'll offer some advice to fix a broken pulley at a defunct mine. Gain 2-1 popularity, haggle for some cheap ore from a mine's owner. Gain 2 and 4 metal, pay 2 popularity to build a structure. Cut the pulley loose without excitation. Okay, so I guess I'll gain 2 and 1 popularity, and I'll only pay 1 popularity.
So you build a structure and gain 1 popularity and $2.
No, I gain 2. I pay 1 popularity and build a structure.
Offer some advice and then cut the cord.
Yeah, this is how you're supposed to do it, not like that. See? Oh, I see, it's really working. Clang! Ah! Okay, so I'm gonna place what? I'm going to place. I'm gonna place an armory. I'm gonna place an armory there. I'm running out of space to place
How many
things.
times can we build per turn? Just once?
Yeah, just the once.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't
And
stockpile 20 wood and then build everything all at once.
and I go back into the lake because it's cool there. Oh wait,
You
there's
really are going to try to race me across to get to that, aren't you?
Oh yes. What, to this one? No. That one's yours. And I'm gonna move. Where am I going to move? I'm going to move.
Keep trying to figure out how you got your character all the way across the board. I forget you have that. We're some ninjas.
Here's the second, and I'll take nothing. So I have to do something different. place this one here. Moves here. And I didn't really want to be an asshole about this, but okay. So that's the second, and what is my third?
Come at me, hole.
You! I don't care about you anymore. You're done.
I'm done. We'll see about that.
He's done. He's done purging all your lands of resources.
You started it.
I didn't.
Oh yes, you did. You screwed me over for the metal.
The metal.
What?
Oh, you know it. Okay, so I'll just go. Oh, God damn it. Just have them move left. So I will move. What? Nothing. Yeah, I'll move nothing else. Yeah, maybe one here, just whatever. So I move.
Alright. I will bolster this turn.
He wants to screw me over. Over. Last game we only got to round 21.
Alright, so I gotta pay one military, one popularity. Back into the shitter with my popularity.
Work, workers! Work!
And I get to produce. So I get 1, 2. Let's see, what am I doing for third? I'll produce there, and then I also get 1 for the windmill. Oh no, I can't because I don't have a worker on there to produce that. Sure as hell.
The windmill produces every time, even if there's no worker there.
Yeah, but if I have a worker there as well, then I can produce another one as well.
Oh yeah.
I would actually produce, yeah. Well shit. And these two shouldn't be here because I produced my building using them. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, that's it for me.
What the hell are your max flips? Special techniques.
So I'm going to trade.
It would be advisable to use this wood as soon as possible.
I'm going to get 2 metal. And I'm going to build an armory. So I can use the resources that I have with each worker, or the resources have to be the same tile.
No.
It doesn't matter where the resources are. If you have a worker on that tile, you can use any of the resources that are on that tile. And if you want to move the resources to another tile, you can do so as long as you have a worker.
I'm going to pay 3. I'm going to build the armory. So here.
You could place it here. could place the armor here
Why?
because you're gonna run out of space over there to build other stuff. Or here. Never mind.
Yeah, to build it here. So, it's everything. Yeah.
You built, you produce, you did the produce and build.
You're looking at the wrong one.
Y- y-
I
y-
trade and I build.
Yeah, you didn't press the build. At the end of the turn. Crimea's turn, you have to press
Oh,
to select the stuff you did so the guys within list I'm just seeing the beautiful airship statue over here. So the guys who have enlist know that you did that action. Because in my case, since you built, I'll gain 1 popularity.
okay.
And I am going to... decisions. I'm gonna bolster. Gonna pay a coin, gonna gain 1 popularity. And I'm going to upgrade. Hmm. Yeah, I'll decide how I wanna handle the upgrades. I did bolster, upgrade. I go here and
I will produce this turn. I'll get these 2 guys over there. I'll get
It's gonna cost you a popularity in the military to do that.
yeah, I know. So 1 grain and 3 metal. And that's it.
Hang on. You can only produce 2 tiles plus what the mill's doing. So if you want to do 3 metal over here, you could do that because you have the 2 workers on this tile, so you produce this tile plus what the mill does, but you wouldn't be able to get the grain.
Oh, okay. I thought the tile where the mill is would count as an extra tile.
So if you produce the second tile being here, it produces whatever the workers are, how many workers you have on that tile. The mill gives you an extra one wherever it's at.
Okay.
All right. All right. So I'm gonna trade and enlist. So I'm gonna get grain and oil. Then I'm gonna take 4 grain to enlist. and upgrade, or yeah, enlist my upgrade. Take 2 popularity as well. And then I don't get anything special for enlisting, so that's my turn.
So I'm going to play 1 gold, and I'm going to bolster myself. And I get 1 popularity. And I'm going to build a mech.
Yay!
I can put the mech whenever I have a worker, right?
Yeah.
These spaces, you have a worker. Yep.
Okay.
I mean, at this point, unless you plan on putting them somewhere, yeah, very specific like that, I would say put him on the tunnel, and then this way he could deploy to any of the hexagons on the map. But considering where your worker's at there, yeah, that makes sense.
Do you really want to put it there?
How did you get your worker out there?
On my move. That mech wasn't there, so
Oh, okay.
I move it through the tunnels. Yeah, you cocked me here. When I wanted to do it, like,
You
had your-
really want to place the mech there?
You had your guy here, and I wanted to go through that tunnel.
Well, if you're in one of these red tiles here, you can move from this red tile or any red tile to any other red tile, but you just can't, or to back to your tunnel.
Mhm.
Just players can't come to another player's tile. You can go back and
Yeah,
forth
yeah.
from your own.
What did I do? So I bolstered, I prayed, and deployed. Oh, I can do 2 options. Oh. It's fine. And again, 3 gold.
Okay, so I'm going to move. And my mech's gonna fuck you up.
You want the... Oh,
I
yeah,
told you.
the other star.
Told you shouldn't move there.
You just don't like sharing space, do you?
Yeah, it doesn't
Anyone
like
gets
have
close.
people near him.
Okay, I got disconnected from the server.
Yeah.
Weird.
I was wondering, you went a little quiet there. We didn't miss any of your turns.
No, it was just now.
If you jump back into it, it should have a password. The password is
Yeah.
Skype. It's SKYPE. No caps.
Okay.
There you go, and you should be able to jump right back into green and get yourself set up, bud. Just coming up on your turn, anyways.
Okay. It's loading, but I believe it's everything. Everything's
Yep.
on its place, so
You didn't even miss a turn.
So
Okay.
Oh wow, you're picking a fight with him. He had 7 military, dude. Before playing cards.
yeah, it's... Oh shit! I just noticed his hand. Fuck. Whatever.
I don't get it. Why the hell did you place a mech there?
I'm defending my worker. I want my worker there.
What the fuck do you want your worker there? You've got wood everywhere.
But I wanted my worker there. Why do you have to move your mech? You were fine there. Why are you picking a fight with me?
You You guys good?
Yeah, sure. No, if you guys allow me, I'm gonna take this back. I'm not gonna go there.
Yeah. I guess.
So I moved this guy to this lake. I get out here, and there's more ways than one to skin a cat.
Well,
And I'm gonna take
how
my
did you get the guy there?
submerged.
His ability allows him to move from one water tile, one lake tile, to another lake tile.
That's so bullshit.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Him and his mechs can do that. Not his workers, though.
And the max too. Ugh.
And so this mech of mine is gonna... I shouldn't even move. This mech of mine is gonna come. Yeah, this mech's gonna come home. Why the hell did I move? So stupid of me.
I don't know.
Yeah, wasted play.
Wasted.
Okay, so I will trade this turn. I'll get one metal over here, and I'll get one wood over there, and I'll deploy a mech. This one over here. Okay. Mm-mm. So it was trade and deploy.
Alright, I'm going to bolster. And I'm also going to upgrade. So I pay 1 gold. Gain 2 might. And then 3 oil. To upgrade, and we're going to upgrade so I gain 3 gold from it and 1 military might. That's my turn. Oh, bolster, I forgot my popularity too. Hang on, sorry.
Okay, I'm moving. Check something. That's so cool. I hope that I'm doing this right.
What's
So
up?
I can do this. I just got the mech that gives me this this thing
Alright.
that allows me to move from a territory or home base to any inactive faction's home base on your own.
Home base.
So I can do this and do like this.
Move from a territory or home base to any inactive faction's home base or your own. So you could, yes, any home base is this area, so yes.
So this card
Any,
says one movement.
for one, yeah. Move into the home base would be 1 movement. So if you're able to move 2 with your units, So, like you can then move one more tile. So your character here moved to the home base. She could then move out one more tile if she wanted to.
Yeah. Okay, that changes stuff. Does the leader move workers? No.
No,
No,
mechs
it
do.
doesn't.
Workers can move on
Mechs.
their own as well. They don't have to be
Yeah.
carried.
That sucks. No, what I wanted to do, it's not possible. So what should I do with this guy? I put this guy here, or just stay in the same place. So what I need now, it's moving the mech and the worker through my base. So one movement. Two. No. Yeah, I can do this. And then move the worker here. So this is 2 units moving. The third one will be moving my mech and my worker through my base. And I'm done. So this is movement. And do we have any resources? Only one wood. So when can I enlist?
If you have the resources, what'd you do this turn? You moved?
Yeah, I just moved.
So
When
you
you
can
progress.
upgrade then.
I don't
You
have
can
resources to
enlist when
upgrade.
you do the produce action.
Produce action. And to enlist I need to pay 2
food.
grain. Okay.
Yep. And then when you enlist, you get to enlist one of the circles down here and 2 gold.
Okay. I hate when I have a plan. I think
Oh,
this
yeah.
is possible.
I
When the
completely
plan is
forgot
possible,
about that.
and I'm
All
about
my
to
workers.
do, it's not possible to do.
Okay, I'm going to trade. I'm gonna gain 2 wood.
Okay, so I can move up to how many workers with the mech?
There's no.
Unlimited workers and resources.
Okay. So I'll move this guy up here with 2 workers.
Okay.
Oh. And I'll keep my metal here. And I'll move. Now I can only move one space, but these guys are doing nothing, so I'll move these guys up here.
Keep in mind your ability too. If you wanted to move them all to the same tile here, you guys can move anywhere where you have a flag. So if you want to move everything straight there, you could do that.
Yeah, I could do that.
Any worker or flag token, your guys can immediately just pop up there.
That's not the perfect place for me right now.
Gotcha. All right, I'm gonna produce again. That's 1 military, 1 popularity, 1 gold. I get 1 oil because of the field. 1, 2, and I keep forgetting to move my guys here. So I'll do wood. And that's my turn. Right, 1, 2, 3, and that's it.
I'm going to produce using 1 power. And I'm going to produce metal, grain. Okay, can I? Oh, I have another space to produce, but I don't have any other worker. It is possible. No, it's not. I have to have another worker in another place, right?
What's up?
Produce with a worker on. I have 3 times to produce, but I only all of my workers are in 2 squares.
So when you produce, you're producing on tiles, not how many workers. So with you, yes, you have 3 tiles that you can produce, but they can't be the same one. So you have only 2 tiles right now with workers on them. They'd be the only
Yes.
2 tiles that you can produce.
The third thing doesn't happen because I don't have a worker there.
No, because you don't have a 3rd tile with workers on it.
Okay.
But the 2 tiles you do have, you're gonna get 2 metal and 2 grain.
It's already put it there.
Okay.
So I can now use to upgrade the resources
To
that I
re-enlist?
just produced. Yes, to
Yes, you can do that to enlist if you choose.
yeah.
Keep in mind too, where you pull these is going to depend on like your neighbors. It's not just when you do this action for now on, it's when they do it as well. So
Okay.
for like me, the one I've already finished building and I've already finished building my mechs. So deploying that, I'm one of your neighbors, right?
Yeah.
So you're not really going to see a lot of points come from me doing those things. Maybe from the other side. The
Oh,
one thing I'm still doing. a
you
lot of-
also earn when you build. You earn it. When you yourself do the action, you
Yes.
earn it as well. Oh god damn it!
Yes. So your upgrade, you still have quite a bit to upgrade, as well as 2 mechs to deploy. So if you wanted to, I would say, or enlisting even, because you haven't enlisted anything yet, I would say maybe pull the enlistment because I'm still doing that. You're still doing all of it, the rest of it, and then he's still doing it. Your other neighbor here still has 1 more to enlist as well. So you could get some use out of that. Upgrade is another one. All of us have at least 3 or 4 upgrades still left to do, so you're guaranteed to get some points out of that.
Yeah, I was thinking about upgrading.
And that gives you military every time someone does it.
And oh, okay. So I pick.
You pick it where you want to pull it from, and then you pick where it's going to go up here, and wherever you place it is what you immediately get. So if you put it there, you'll get 2 gold for free immediately.
Okay. I go to the
Military?
military,
All right, so
so I
that
can.
jumps you up to 8.
Okay. So this was production. Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't take the grain out.
Okay, so help an investor install a heavy gear, gain 2 oil and 1 popularity, hire the inventor and fund his crazy inventions, pay 3 and to build a structure, steal the inventors, fuel source, pay to popularity and gain 4 oil. Yeah, I'm gonna do 2 bottom
is
ones.
That's a train engine, right? And it's got
Yeah.
wing stabilizers on the side of it.
It's a blue. It's a blue steam train. Blue steam.
It's actually able to fly.
It's blue steam. Okay, so I'll place a structure.
I'm not seeing that happening. But
I pay 3.
we'll never know.
I'm gonna pay 2 popularity. And I'm gonna gain 4 oil. Okay, and I'm gonna place a star on the buildings. And I think this is it. I can't do anything else.
You little shit.
What?
Hmm.
What the hell?
I'll try this turn. I'll get some oil.
What
You're
a thing
trading?
with oil.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll pay 2 metal to get my last mech on the
Yay.
board.
Yay, we like that.
And that's another start for me.
Yep.
The battle.
Keep an eye on it, guy. Albion's got 4 out of the 6 stars he needs to end the game.
And I think that's it for me. So it was trade and deploy.
Plenty has 4 stars as well, so
All right. I'm going to trade and enlist.
so you're enlisting against something by that?
Hmm?
You were enlisting. Do I gain anything by that?
No, only when someone upgrades.
Oh, only one upgrades.
Yep. Whenever, if you pull this one, whenever someone
was this
enlists,
one,
then
okay.
you get a military card. Yep.
Yeah, crap.
So I'm debating whether or not to take popularity at this point because he's kind of pushing us towards the end here. Crap. Not screw it. I'll pay 1 gold. And I'll take 2 resources. I get oil. And I'll take, I guess, more oil. And then I'm going to enlist. So that's 3 food. How many buildings do you guys have left? 1, 2, 3.
3.
And you only got 1. Screw it. And I'll immediately take 2 gold. Okay. That's my turn, I believe. Oh, I also got one military as well.
Oh.
Keep forgetting to do that. Now that I got
So
the
I'm
armory
going
built.
to trades. I'm going to buy 2 wood. And then I'm going to spend 3 wood to build a mill. And I'm going to place the mill right here. Oh no, I can't. That's not possible. You can only have 1 building per tile, right?
You can only have 1 building per tile, and you have to have a worker on the tile in order to build there.
What did I tell you before? Who's your friend that told you some very sound advice before? Who was it?
So I can't build.
Told
Not
you.
Riverwalk yet.
Told you should have built there.
Then I'm not going to get the woods, if you don't mind. Going to get the 2 metal. And I'm going to build my 3rd mech. To place it here. So I trade and then I build. Oh, and I gain 1 power.
You build or you deployed? Which one was it? You built
Nope.
or you deployed?
Nope, that's not possible. I'm sorry. I didn't make the mech. I only went to trade. I
See
didn't.
what the trade means you can build.
I can't build. I don't have resources, so I'd only trade. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to... the hell am I gonna do? Yeah, I'm gonna bolster. Gonna pay 1. Gonna upgrade with 2 oil.
Hmm. Okay, so what will I do? I'll bolster too.
If you pay 1 to bolster, you get 3 of them.
Yeah. Oh, I upgraded. Okay, let's go. And that's it.
Alright, I'm gonna pay 1 to bolster as well. So I get 3 military, 1 popularity, and then I also get sorry. I'm also going to upgrade as well.
Oh, great! I gain the power.
Yep. So I get to upgrade.
Okay, guys, I'm taking 5 minutes, okay?
What's up?
It's gonna take 5.
So I upgrade. I gain 3 gold. And I also get 1 military power. All right, that's my turn.
Okay, I'm paying 1. I'm bolstering. I gain 3. More priority. Bolster. And now I'm building my mech.
You built a mech?
Yep.
Free money.
It's a deploy. And I gain 3 money.
And now we play the waiting game.
Considering we're coming on the tail end of the game too, Bodo, one thing I would focus on if I were you, bud, as a hint here, right? Because again, the scoring at the end of the game is get based on not only how popular you are, but how many of each of these things that you have, right?
Yeah.
So to get you, because you only have 1 star right now, so assuming you get points for how many of these stars you got, right now you only have 3 points, right? So
Yeah.
if you're able to get some quick points, quick stars completed, I would do that.
I'm
One of the
trying
thing-
to.
One of the things I would recommend doing is building your mill, so at least that's done.
Yeah,
And then get your last mech on the board. You get
yeah,
those
he
2
caught
things.
me here.
Yeah, I
He's-
saw that.
Sorry.
He's trying to intimidate you, or if he's just trying to slow you down a little bit.
Sorry, I'm just...
Because I need the oil to get an upgrade later to do more stuff. So
I'll give you the... You'll get it in a second.
I have another option that I'm going to do at my turn. Next one.
Okay, I'm producing.
Walk through. Yeah, see, the problem is that's the closest oil to you too. You could do. Why not deploy over here where Saxony is, and then just plant yourself right here on this oil?
Yeah, maybe I'm going to do that. It's my movement phase, so
Another option too is you deploy over here at Soviet area, and there's 2 spaces away from that's an oil field right here. You got oil and metal right there, since that's you said they were the 2 that you're looking for.
yeah, I got workers for the oil.
You guys don't mind me asking, where are you guys from?
Portugal.
Same.
Done 5 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll just tell you the game will end next turn, probably. I'm almost 100% sure.
Yeah,
What's
and
that?
I'm going to do what I had in mind.
So I'll move this turn, and I'll get this mech across the river for an attack.
Because what he did here, he caught me, but he bring the workers with him.
Yeah,
So
this way if you
by doing that, I couldn't attack him. I was about to attack him sooner.
If you do attack him, you end up losing 3 popularity for it, which
Yeah,
tanks you back
he-
to 0.
If he didn't bring those guys, I would attack after even when they immediately he deployed there. I would attack right after, so I could have my oil back, and then I gain my first star in battle.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if everything goes according to plan, I'll probably win this one and they'll take my mech next turn and the game ends because he'll get his 6th star. Yeah.
Oh wow, he's got 5 already.
Yeah.
Sneaky.
The game's gonna end, probably.
Okay.
Because both of us can get the 2nd combat star. And I'll probably get one here, and he will get the next one next turn, I believe.
Does he lose power by battling other people?
If he uses power, yes. If he doesn't, no. Guess we'll wait so I can make some other movement. My
Well, it's your
good.
turn.
Yeah. Well, I'll move my token here.
Yeah, you have
And
movement
my
phase.
second movement would be the attack.
Can your guys river? Can your guys river walk to woods?
They can from and to a tunnel. So
Yeah.
since I'm on a tunnel, I can move
That's
to any
rivers.
other tile. Except lake, probably.
Move across rivers to manage. Yeah, but not lakes.
So I guess that would be
Only
possible
rivers.
since I'm on a tunnel.
To or from? Yeah, he can move from a town territory across to the river.
Yeah. So
That's ridiculous. Albion is so
this
good
is
with
happening,
mobility.
and I am ready.
Which power are you guys sitting on? 7 and 6. Well, that'd be a close fight either way. Oh no, he's got cards to use against you, bud. He's got
Yeah.
one option. If he's got a powerful card in there, that might go south quick.
It will not.
You're attacking me?
Well, if he wins, that ends
Yeah.
the game.
Yeah, he's attacking.
Either way, this will end the game because if I win, he can get me next turn. If I lose, we just the game ends.
I have absolutely no interest in wood anymore.
Okay, I'm ready whenever you are.
On the other hand, if you win, the game ends. Isn't that so?
What?
No,
If-
if you win,
If I win, the game ends.
Yeah, if you
Yep.
win the
If you win,
combat,
you
the
win.
game ends.
Because you are one star away and neither of us has the second combat star.
You don't have any
win
combat
this,
cards?
you know, and I'm going to get my
No one's
dinner.
been buying them.
Actually, I have one, but it
I
was
did got
already
one.
hidden. I have one combat card.
Yeah, this guy was running around to get the encounter stuff.
Mm. Oh, that's cool.
Ready?
Not yet.
Okay, so I've got 11.
Wow.
Yeah.
Got
So
9.
9 minus 2, that's 7 because of my mech power. stuff.
Yay.
So I get another star. And
Oh, that's why he wanted to gobble up all the resources in here.
yeah, but I won't be able to do much with them
No, not until next turn.
if there is a next turn for me.
Yeah. Well, you can upgrade. You have the 2 oil sitting there.
Where? Oh yeah,
If you wanted
I
to,
have
you
that.
could upgrade.
Yeah, I'll do that. I will take this one, put it here. Yeah, done.
And
I get
you
1
give
military.
me power.
Unlimited power.
All right, my turn. What's my military at? 13. All right, on my turn, I'm going to declare my objective completed. Have 3 less popularity, at least 13 power, and at least 2 mechs.
Ooh.
Become a despised warmonger. I have no idea what the hell I was planning on doing.
Stuff.
Sure, that sounds like a plan. You know, I'll pay 1.
You could kill the others that are about to win.
About
Just-
to win?
The
Probably
stars
not.
just ends the game. It doesn't declare a winner. I'm gonna go up 2 popularity. You know, actually, never mind.
Damn, I have the worst mechs. At least.
What was I doing last time? I did that one.
They look like the
last time.
worst.
I like mine.
Mine are a mix of a tractor with a tank with legs. The fuck is this? Mm. This in there, okay.
Yeah. And add it to the cards you play.
Okay.
No, no, no.
Warman? He's AFK again.
Yeah, I think so. I don't hear anything.
Mm.
I don't think it matters either way though, because even if he puts everything he has, he can put 6, max out 6, and it depends on the card he has in his hand, or the cards he has in his hand. He could potentially go up to, I think, 12. Whereas you can put 7 to start.
12?
Yeah, if he's got a power card for 6 and he puts all 6 power in,
Yeah.
I
It's
Isn't
gonna
it-
end badly for me. So
bet
this is a
any power 6. I thought 2, 3, and 4 plus the 0 ones. Didn't know there were cards with a power level of 6.
yeah, he's up to 6, so you can spend up to 6. You can spend up to 7.
damn.
Oh no, you're down. Wait, no, you're there. Okay. Yeah, you can spend up to 7. You're up to 14 now, so you can spend up to 7 on your side. And then if your card you played is maxed out at 6, you can beat him, but it'll be close.
Okay. That's a bit scary. Every time we fought, I actually did the math to know that I would win for sure, but now with a power level of 6 on the cards, that changes things a bit.
We never waste the combat cards. They always come back to our hand.
No.
No, they get discarded when you use
That-
them up here at the top right.
Okay. Going to do this anyway, if it's possible or not.
We're probably gonna lose on the next turn. The game's probably gonna end on the next turn, so
Come on. I still want to get dinner. I'm hungry.
Yeah, I have not eaten all day. I'm starving.
Good thing tomorrow.
I'm so sorry,
It's
guys.
holiday. Oh, he's back.
yeah.
Yes, yes, yes.
I'm attacking you.
You're attacking me. Okay, I don't have anything.
You don't have anything?
No, I have 0 power. I have 0
Did you
power,
not move the
so
military down?
no. It's
That changes things.
a 0, so I have nothing. So you automatically win.
Automatically win?
Yeah, but you lose 2 popularity for it.
I don't care. I want my popularity. Fuck popularity.
We are all on tier 1, so it's actually the same.
I need my. Even if I move with my workers, doesn't he lose?
What?
Or that doesn't apply with movable
No, buildings stay put.
pieces?
The mill will probably stay there. But you gain control of the tile, I believe.
Yeah,
Wait,
he
this
gains
is-
the resources that are there. So
You
the building won't
motherfucker.
move. The
You
resources
build the
will
mill
stay.
here. Fucking sake. Okay, so this is my first movement. First, no, where it goes my second movement. Fuck this shit. Oh, I can. No. Can I move a worker from. Instead of Leaving 2. Can I move a worker from this tile through the thanks to my, I will call it this the power warfare. This applies to workers, right? So I can move a worker to
Move from a territory or home base to any inactive. Yes, you can do that.
so
Any territory
worker
you
goes
control.
here and to this
Yep.
oil thing jig. Okay.
That +1 to movement is so good.
So I'm thinking, so I moved 1. I can just move this guy with the mech and move the mech through this place. Yeah, I'm moving with the mech. I don't think anything else.
That's 2.
Wait, I'm doing stupid things. No, not this tile, this one. Because I already have a mill there. And what else can I do? Oh, and then I can upgrade. Yeah, upgrade. So this is the move with the upgrade. I'm passing the turn and I'm doing the other things. Upgrade too well. I gain gold. What should I upgrade?
Alright, so he's bolstering and upgrading.
Okay, so I did plan for the game to end this turn, so I don't know what to do, which is perfect. Oh yeah, I forgot to remove the oil. So yeah, I guess I'll just trade and not be at 0 popularity.
Okay. I'm kind of confused because I really didn't expect to get another turn.
Yeah.
No, we'll do that, I guess. Spend 1 to bolster and can I upgrade? I got 1 oil. Shit. Screw it. I guess I'm just bolstering then. So I go up 3 military, maxes me out at 16, so I get a star. And then I also get a popularity.
Oh wait, I forgot to gain a star because I win a battle. I won a battle.
Okay, that makes 2.
Yeah.
That's my turn.
Okay, I'm going to produce. Weak. game. Oh. To produce 2 oil. And 2 steel or metal, whatever. It's 1 each. Yeah, good. That face. And that's the end. Produce. I forgot to lower the power.
And that's the last star.
Yeah, probably.
No, that is. He
Yeah.
did his last enlistment, so that gives him 6. That ends the game.
Okay.
Alright, so let's see how this thing works. It does nothing. Oh, it just announces the game's ended. Alright, alright, so first things first, we'll go through for stars. So White, we'll start with you since you ended the game. You're at tier 1. You have 6 stars, so 6 times 3 is 18.
Use
So
this.
you get 18. What's
We
up?
can.
I don't have that tile.
What tile?
The counter tile. Me
Uh,
and
Change this to, I believe, state 3. Yeah, state 3.
Oh wow, check that out. Okay. Does that? Oh, that's for every player. Cool.
So my faction is Albion,
so-
and my player mat is
so I
industrial.
have
Okay, so I have 5 stars.
Keep in mind, some of you guys have extra stuff too, like Polania. You have the Meander thing here. Pick up 2 options per encounter card, and then at end of the game, you gain $3 for every encounter territory you control. Industrial territories. Bonus. The bonus, guys, is for the building thing down here. So if you have 2 buildings in a straight line, then you get 4 points. If 3 of the buildings are in a straight line, you get 6, so on and so forth.
They need to be adjacent.
Yeah, they
in
have
a
to be
straight
in a
line.
straight line.
Ugh.
Yeah.
So I only get 4 points.
What's my popularity tier?
Tier
1.
1.
Tier 1.
So I get. So what do I get? Like 3?
Popularity, you're on tier 1.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
just stay
just
there.
tier 1. And 6 stars, right?
2, 4. Yeah, you
Yep.
have 6 stars. 5, 6. You have 6 resources.
Oh, 6 resources? Where?
You get 1 point for. You get 1 point for every 2 resources you have.
So
you
the
got-
the structure trumps the military unit in ownership.
military trumps everything, then structure, then worker, then structure.
Oh, so as he didn't take the resources in the mech, they are still mine? I don't
No,
care.
I'm sorry, I didn't see that.
Oh,
I
okay.
apologize. He has the resources.
Yeah.
So
So
you have 1
this is
resource.
fine.
Can you check if mine I have everything right?
Let's see. 2. What's this? Move to any unoccupied. Did you see you have this as well too, dude? Oh, for games of 6 to 7 players. Never mind. Ten. 5 territories. Let's find drive via.
Oh. Where's the 5th territory?
Hmm?
I only count 4.
The 5th one is this one.
Oh, okay, okay. I saw the yeah. 5.
5.
Yeah, that looks right.
You have 5 resources, I think.
I can
Yeah,
put
but
5.
it's
You don't
only
let
every
me.
2.
Yeah.
Every 2 gets you 1 point.
So it's down for
And the bonus is right?
Yeah, bonus is correct. You're able to build 2 across. I
Right.
appreciate the game, guys. You guys all did. I will say this much though, you guys did really good. Especially if you're a new player. I mean, the first time I played, I think I scored 15 points on this.
Yeah,
I was trying to do everything all at once, and I never really had a game plan.
Yeah.
yeah. It's Bota's first game, and it's me and Execute's second game.
Yeah.
Our first game was last night.
But it was basically the same.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, no one picked with me all game either. Didn't really have to worry about combat so much.
Yeah. Nah, it was great, man. Thanks for the time.
Yeah.
Definitely, man.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, if you guys see me online or whatever, always hit me. Throw me out a line. If you're interested in playing, we can get something going again. All right.
Sure.
All right.
All right, take care, guys.
Chat.
Take care. See ya.
Ok, eu agora vou tomar um banho e vou jantar.
Fazes bem. Eu vou ver das mesmas coisas.
Eu perdi completamente o interesse no jogo. Tipo, quando eu olhei para as moedas dele e vi 20 e tal, caguei completamente para o jogo.
Foi um ponto que eu estava a ver as moedas de toda a gente, depois eu vi, what?
Ei, eu cheguei a ter 2 moedas. Eu acabei o jogo com 2 moedas.
Eu estava mesmo a cena tal e tal e tal e coisa. De repente olho para as moedas dele, caguei para esta merda. Levem o que quiser.
Foder a mim e ele depois viu o que é que eu estava a fazer.
Não, quando eu não te fui lixar a ti. Eu ia buscar aquele petróleo e ia-me embora. Só que foi no turno em que eu fui buscar o petróleo para depois me ir embora que eu vi a cena e então caguei para isto.
Ele depois lixou-me porque eu ia fazer uma jogada que ia apanhar 2 territórios de metal para